Welcome to my YouTube channel Scholars 24. Today in this video we discuss about one of the important Delhi Sultanate ruler, and his name was Balban. At first we know about the content, and in this we know about the introduction, early career of Balban, early difficulties faced by Balban, achievements of Balban, death of Balban, and then from the sources we know about the reign of Balban, and then we know about the conclusion. In introduction part we know about who was Balban. Balban started his life as a slave. He was born in 1200 AD in a region called Turkestan, which is in modern day known as Central Asia. He belongs to Ilvari tribe. He was ruled after the death of Iltutmish, and for 20 years, 1266 to 1287 AD, he rose to power through loyalty and military prowess. He established a strong centralized rule, and known for his strict policies and emphasis on the divine right of kings. He suppressed rebellions, fortified the Sultanate's borders, and dealt effectively with the Mongol threat, helping to stabilize the empire. And then we know about the early career of Balban. Like his master Iltutmish, Balban belonged to the Ilvari tribe of Turkestan. In his early youth, he was taken prisoner to Ghazni by the Mongols. Then he was sold by Khwaja Jamaluddin of Basra. Balban was brought to Delhi by Jamaluddin and was sold to Iltutmish. First, he was made only a water carrier, but his capability and intelligence were soon discovered by Iltutmish, and he aided Balban in the corps of 40 slaves. During the reign of Rajia, Balban was promoted to the post of Amir-e-Sikhar, which means Lord of the Hunt. He was given the Jagir of Rewari and Hansi by the later sultans. During the reign of Nasiruddin Muhammad, who was made sultan by Balban, in return of which the position of Amir-e-Hajib and Naib-e-Mamalkat was given to Balban. He was also given royal canopy by the sultan, which indicated the power of Balban. Then we discuss about the early difficulties faced by Balban when he ascended the throne. The first and the most important problem which Balban faced was regarding the future relationship of the nobles and the king. Balban wanted to gain confidence of the nobles either by making them his friend or suppressing them completely, because for Balban it was necessary to tell the amirs that there was no question of competition or rivalry between the king and the nobles. For this, he made certain changes in the administration, like the introduction of divine theory of kingship and destruction of the team of 40. The second problem was how to bring back law and order in the Sultanate, because all these years before Balban, anarchy and misgovernment prevailed everywhere, and Balban knew that he needed a properly organized military and police force to maintain law and order. There were mainly four areas of problem, and they were the area near Delhi, the Doab area, the trade routes especially one to Awadh, and the last one rebellions of Rohilkhand. Then we discuss about the achievements of Balban. First one, suppression of the rebellions by the introduction of blood and iron theory. When Balban ascended the throne of Delhi, many revolts and problems were going on. The city of Delhi and its neighboring areas were disturbed by the Mewatis or Meos. Apart from it, the Ganga Yamuna Doab and Awadh area were infected by the robbers. That the communication with the eastern areas had become difficult. Balban spent a whole year in suppressing the Meos. He cut down the forest areas around the Delhi so that the hiding place of the Meos could be destroyed, and after that Meos were killed in large number. After that a fort was constructed in that area. The area of Doab was controlled by giving Kusava and territories to Iqtidar. Balban ordered killing of all the men who did not follow his order at village. The Iqtidar were also allowed to make any kind of decision regarding the administration of their particular area. For the safety of trade route of Awadh, Balban undertook campaigns. He went out to Delhi and stayed at the places which were famous trade route for 5 to 6 months. Balban constructed forts over these places, and fortification of forts were also done. Then adoption of the policy of consolidation. After his policy of blood and iron, Balban devoted all his time in consolidating the administration, not only against Rajput but Mongols also, because Mongol invasion had become a daily routine after the death of Iltutmish. So Balban devoted quite a time for the fortification of northwest frontier of India. And then Balban's theory of kingship. Balban was perhaps the only sultan who was very vocal about his idea of kingship. He called himself the representative of God on earth. He also took the title Jilullah, shadow of God. Kingship is the vice regency of God on earth, I Niyavat I Kudal. The actual implication of this compact was that the source of king's power lay not within the nobles or common people, but with God only, and consequently his action could not be the subject of public scrutiny. This was a religious device used by Balban to establish his despotic rule. Then we know about the death of Balban. Balban died on 20th July 1287 AD after a reign of 21 years. He was around 80 years old at the time of his death. The circumstances of the death are not entirely clear, but it is believed that he died of natural causes, possibly due to illness or old age. According to historian Ziauddin Barani, Balban died of a severe illness, possibly dysentery or diarrhea. Another historian, Isami, writes that Balban died of old age and weakness. Some sources suggest that Balban died after being injured in a fall from his horse while on a hunting expedition, and another sources says the tragic death of his beloved son gave a terrible shock to old Balban. He could not survive the shock. He died in 1287 AD. And and in some sources also there was written about the Balban. Such texts were Tariq-e-Firoz Shahi by Ziauddin Barani in 14th century, a comprehensive history of Delhi Sultanate, and then another one, Tabaqat-e-Nisri by Minhaj-e-Siraj in 13th century, a historical account of Delhi Sultanate, and then The Reign of Balban by K.A. Nizami in 1970. In conclusion, Balban was a remarkable ruler who played a crucial role in shaping the history of the Delhi Sultanate. He rose from humble beginnings as a slave soldier to become one of the most powerful and influential sultans of his time. Through his military campaigns, administrative reforms, and cultural achievements, Balban laid the foundation for the Sultanate's golden age. His legacy continued to impact Indian history for centuries, making him one of the most significant figures of the medieval period.